This is Brian, and welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Final Fantasy IX. Did make my way into Trino last time, and we're continuing on through here. Okay, unexpected visitor. Let's watch that one now. Okay. Oh, this must be an auction house. Maybe I can find the Supersoft here. Yeah, look who's up there, though. A little hard to see because the graphics and the pixels, but this party hadn't encountered him, but the other party encountered Kuja in Burmecia. And that was him up in the balcony at the auction house here. Nobles that live in the life of luxury by the sea. Well, I'm drunk, living on the streets. Life stinks. And you go down through here, you chase the Moogle out. And here's the old guy that Dagger tried to talk to. I used to gamble up a storm at the card stadium when I was young. We're really good friends. I think I have a letter for him. No, guess not. But there is a letter from Stiltskin. Let's read it together. There's trouble in this rainy city. The guys I saw there were heading towards the Vu Desert west of Burmecia. They'll only find sandstorms. What could they possibly want? I'm gonna follow them and see. Vu Desert is so far away. Stiltskin is amazing, Kupo. I want mail. Okay. Guess that's all he's got. I guess let's talk to these nobles heading here. Why do you have to pay 5,000 gil to buy a piece of junk like that? It's not junk. Wonder what he bought. I believe... Yeah, there we go. This is the auction house where we just saw Dagger. This is the King family auction site. But I'm not going to go in there yet. Because first I want to try to get my money from the Cotton Robe Trek. Also, this is the equipment store here. But once again, yeah, I'm going to try to go do some other stuff first before I go in there. If I go down this way, this leads me by the card stadium here. I'm going to win today and get you a new card. Dad, don't. Mom doesn't like it when you gamble. This card game stadium is a gathering place for nobles. What do you need to know about the card game rules? I don't need to get any rules. We've listened to all the tutorials. Except for the stuff that girl and Dolly might have had to say. This guy's a card seller. Cards for sale. Buy some before you enter the stadium. But he only has the most basic cards. Basically, I would say that's just if you don't have enough cards to play, then you can buy some from him. Otherwise, you probably don't need to worry about that. And this just connects back around to this area. Let's go up here, though, before I go back in there and do more synthesis stuff. Because I think there's another treasure up over here. Okay, yep, got an ether. And a few more people to talk to. And then some side quest stuff to do here. You didn't fall for my cheap imitation, Stelazio. You brought Stelazio for Queen Stella? It better not be a fake. That bird lady can tell right away. Queen will give you a reward if you bring her a Stelazio. Queen Stella, who lives in that mansion over there, collects rare coins called Stelazio. So, yeah, you could hold off on them until you get all of them. But if you give them to her as you go, she does reward you for each Stelazio. I am collecting star-shaped coins called Stelazio. Oh, you have the Scorpio. Give it to me in return for a reward. Will you give me your Scorpio? Yes. Oh, you are most kind. Now give it to me. Yeah, and basically they're gonna fill up the cages around her. Yeah, she's a duck lady, I guess. Quack, quack, quack. You may take the reward from my servant. Okay, 1,000 gil for that one. We have received 1 Stelazio from you. Oh, you have the cancer. Still seems weird. I mean, I understand that yes, cancer is not just the illness, but that's most commonly what we think of, I think. And it makes it sound funny with some of these lines. Give it to me in return for a reward. Will you give me your cancer? Gladly. Oh, you are most kind. Now give it to me. Quack, quack, quack. You may take the reward from my servant. Yeah, Phoenix Pinion for that one. Oh, you have the Gemini. Give it to me in return for a reward. Will you give me your Gemini? Oh, you are most kind. Now give it to me. Quack, quack, quack. You may take the reward from my servant. Yeah, so I believe the way it goes, every other one is going to be money, and then every other one from that is going to be an item. Oh, you have the Taurus. Give it to me in return for a reward. Will you give me your Taurus? Yes. Oh, you are most kind. Now give it to me. Quack, quack, quack. You may take the reward from my servant. Received Blood Sword. Oh, you have the Aries. Give it to me in return for a reward. Will you give me your Aries? Yes. Oh, you're most kind. Now give it to me. I think that was the last one I have for now. Quack, quack, quack. You may take the reward from my servant. 5,000 gil. I'm only interested in collecting Stelazio. We have received 5 Stelazio from you. Okay, the best thing out of that, well, other than the money, is getting the Blood Sword. Almost done with the Iron Sword. But I am going to switch to this for now. And after I get done with a certain thing here shortly, I will go ahead and switch back to the other sword to finish it off. Now, with the money I have saved up, let's go do the Cotton Road trick here again. I noticed there was an indicator here. I think it just gives you some dialogue from below. The main attraction of tonight's auction is Reflect Ring, supposedly. Interesting. But if that's true, there's no chance in the world I could ever afford to buy it. You never know. If other people spend money buying other items, it could be cheaper. The man who always sits in the front row is there to buy the main attraction. You can try recommending other items to him, maybe. Just kind of, yeah, a discussion of the auction house. I don't know. Not really teaching you anything about it exactly, but I suppose just letting you know that it might be possible to get some items at different prices depending on how the auction goes. So it's not one of those things where it's just going to be like, well, if I get the Reflect Ring, it's always going to cost me 10,000 gil. And I don't remember how much the Reflect Ring is, so It might be a lot more than that, or it might be a lot less, but I'm just saying it's going to be a slightly variable range. Like maybe it could be 5,000 to 7,000 depending on how the auction goes. I'm going to go in here now to sell my cotton rows for one and check out the equipment, and plus there is another thing going on here. What can I do for you? What's that monster down there? The master of the Knight family who owns the building keeps that monster as a pet. He likes to see people challenge it and get beat up. Sounds lovely. I want to fight that monster. Are you sure? I can't guarantee your safety. Go stand in the middle of the cage. This is why I have the blood sword. Because this guy would be a little bit out of my league for now. But if you're familiar with these type of RPGs, usually what a blood sword will do is it will drain HP from your enemy and give it back to you. So that way, even if this guy does hit me pretty hard, I should be able to drain it back from him. Okay, well, I need to do something to protect from wind, too. I forgot about that part of it. Told you so. Don't be such a fool. Okay, it does leave me with low HP. I think I can do this at this level. Well, the bronze armor, it reduces it by 50%. Let's see if I have anything else. So if I pair it with the gold choker and the bronze armor, and plus let's just see what she actually has for sale. Let's sell the cotton robes first, though, I guess. I got one of those for Freya, and she has it equipped. This is the one that I couldn't steal, so I guess they already sell them here. So that's not too big of a deal. I just got to spend a little money on it. I already got an ice staff equipped on Vivi. Oh, I got 2 lightning staffs already? Oh yeah, that's right. I think one of them was a treasure in Burmecia. Needle fork. That costs a lot. I do like to keep 2 of each, though. Got bone wrists. Let's get 4 of those. I'm just gonna kind of check if any of this is wind-based. Nope. Let's try it again. I might even be too low level to do this still, but I know getting the blood sword pretty much makes it possible at a lot lower level. It makes it so you can do it on this trip through Trina. Yeah, because see, he'd get a full heal off of every time he hits this thing. So as long as I can reduce the damage enough to survive that, should be fine. Yeah. And plus he's in trance now, so his damage is going to be even higher. Yeah, he actually gets a full suit of armor when he's in trance. Not like his armor shorts that he has normally. How much is it going to heal itself for? Hopefully not as much as I'm doing damage. No, nowhere near. Alright, got him. It just took a little adjustment with that wind reduced damage there. Oh, still, when it hit me with that move, I only had like 50 HP left, so it was pretty close still. Wow, I can't believe it. Here's your prize. So not that much of a prize for this, but this is going to be an ongoing thing throughout the game. You can come back to Trino several times, and I believe it's not every time you come back here necessarily, but there are going to be different enemies in here depending on when you come back. I think it's like a different one shows up every time you swap out a disc or something like that. So I would just keep checking back here if you're not sure when they're going to be there. Okay, so yeah, I do have a few things to learn now. I'm almost done with Minus Strike, so let's just finish that off. He's not quite done with that yet. Or that. Well, he doesn't have anything to learn from armor, but the chainmail is going to be the best one. I guess if you... I don't know. His magic doesn't really matter too much to me. I'd rather have higher defense. And yeah, let's try to finish getting alert first. Go back and spend more money on the cotton robe trick. And hopefully that'll give me enough to go ahead and do the auction house. Otherwise, if you wanted to try to buy stuff at the auction house, probably wouldn't have enough money by this time in the game without doing some grinding. Should also pay attention to how many steepled hats I have left. $20. So let's only do like 16 cotton robes next time. Because I know I still have more risks than that. The steepled hats are the limiting factor right now. Unless they sold steepled hats here. I don't think so. I wasn't paying that close of attention, I guess. I need to reorganize this stuff too. No. No steepled hats, just the Magus hat. Like I said, though, I'm gonna go ahead and rearrange. Yeah, I think I did miss the Ambition ATE then, because it's never been giving me an option to view that again. It was basically, from what I remember, it was a scene between those two kids that we saw in the slum area over by the inn and the item shop where Marcus was. Those two kids were talking about becoming nobles. So yeah, it's just a more in-depth conversation between them talking about how they're gonna become nobles and they're kind of pretending. Okay. And I'll sell like 14 of those. For now. And then we'll go check out the auction house. So I think we're getting pretty close to being done with everything else here in Trino for now. Unless you want to play cards. I do have 66,000. That should get me a good chunk of stuff that I can possibly get in the auction house. And might as well just save too, just to be a little safe. So if things don't work out the way I want them to, I can always just reload. Princess, thank goodness I found you. I was worried. How can I find the Supersoft when I keep having to listen to your complaints? Such harsh words. I don't think it's here anyway. Where's Marcus? I do not know. Maybe Marcus found it already. Are you coming? I'm going with or without you. I should follow you, Princess. Yeah, she's been a little bit of a bitch here to him. I mean, I guess part of that's just the way she's probably always grown up and learned to treat her subordinates or servants. I've seen him before. Actually want to check her equipment now, though, too, and upgrade her if we can. The bandana does have Insomniac, and it's pretty good overall. Raises speed, spirit, evade, and magic defense. Doesn't have anything else special with it. Bone Wrist raises strength, evade, and magic evade. And it raises earth elemental attack. He's not done with the bronze vest yet, and there's nothing else she could wear there. I could teach her auto potion, ability up, and life. We're gonna go with that one. Plus it gives her quite a few stat increases. It lowers strength and evade, but yeah, we get magic defense, spirit, magic, and speed. And life's going to be a good spell to have, so I can stop using Phoenix Down. Unless she's the one that gets taken out. And ability up is a good one, because you learn the abilities at twice the rate, I believe. I'd probably go for Insomniac instead of Chemist. It's always nice, I think, to get all of your status protection abilities, because, well, then you just have to, you don't have to worry about many. It's kind of like having a ribbon equipped. Okay, so we got a magician robe. I think I already have one from Chocobo Hot and Cold, but if it goes cheap enough, I'll go ahead and try to buy it. Yeah, and that's all you gotta do. Just interact with him to try to bid on it. Yeah, usually whenever he starts to make a comment about something or like asks if there's any more, that's your chance where you want to try to bid. And sometimes the people will keep going. Sometimes they'll stop and you'll get it. I got that one. It wasn't that bad. 4,500. Next item is Doggo's Artifact. Which, some of these things, like I said, they do have callbacks to earlier Final Fantasy games, and this is one of them, I believe, that's from Final Fantasy III for the NES. One of the ones that didn't initially come over to the US. So yes, not Final Fantasy VI for the SNES, which we got as 3, but the actual first number 3. Dang it. Okay. Un's Mirror, which is another item from a reference to Final Fantasy III, I believe. And the last one is a Reflect Ring. Now, the Magician's Robe is, well, that's a piece of armor. The Reflect Ring is actually an add-on, but the other two things, they're just key items. So you're not actually going to be able to equip them or anything. You can resell them to people, though, I believe, and you can try to make a little bit of money with that. Which money do I have? So I got 45,000. So I'll try to buy this. We'll take a short break. I think to reset it for anything else, you just need to leave and come back in. Let's go ahead and check out what we got, though. The body may perish, but the spirit lives on. Words on the mirror. Doggo's Artifact. We seek magic as a way of life. We create dreams after life. Words on the artifact. And the Magician Robe will teach her Auto Potion, so another thing that can teach her that, but let's finish with Jelly on the Bronze Vest first. The Reflect Ring does Auto Reflect as an ability, and the spell Reflect. Can Steiner learn either one of those? Okay, he can learn Distract from it as well as Auto Reflect. But I won't move to that yet. There should still be 5 or 6 other things I can get here. Griffin's Heart, Fairy Rings, Medane Ring, and Pearl Rouge. Those are all new. So I'll probably try to get all of them. This one isn't going to go terribly high, it doesn't look like. Fairy ring, fairy earrings, I think is what it said. But let's check out the key item. Griffin's heart. Spirit soul, for it knows no terror. Beatrix. I don't think that's a reference to any other Final Fantasy game exactly. I mean, there are griffins in other games, but I don't think there's a griffin heart that really matters for anything. I could be wrong on that, though. Let's see how much this one ends up going for. Getting a little higher. If I do run out of money, I might go sell those key items that I bought. Ah, dang it. Damn it. Stop bidding. Next item is Medane's ring. That's starting out fairly high. Where am I at? Down to 11,000, just about 12. I think I'm going to leave and we'll end up going to sell that stuff. We're going to go ahead and call it there for today though, so I'll pick up here next time and we'll finish off the auction house stuff that I want to do for now, and we'll move on from there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you've been enjoying the content so far, please like, comment, and subscribe or follow, and we'll catch you next time.